What if you could grow your YouTube channel from 0 to your first 1,000 real subscribers without spending money, without begging anyone, and without posting every single day? What if the only things you needed were the right tools, the right strategy, and the right system to guide your content decisions? That's exactly what happened to me. And the truth is, nothing about this growth was accidental. It wasn't luck, and it wasn't magic. It came from using simple tools the right way. Tools that helped me understand what my audience cared about. Tools that helped me design better thumbnails. Tools that helped me create videos people wanted to watch and share. And tools that helped me improve with every upload. And the best part is, these are tools you can start using today, even if your channel is brand new. Welcome to Padded Vibes. If you haven't subscribed yet, kindly hit the subscribe button, like this video, and make sure you join us on Telegram and WhatsApp through the links in the video description so you can become a full member of this community. That way we can stay connected and continue helping you grow your digital journey step by step. Now here's the promise. By the end of this video, you will understand the exact tools I used to reach my first 1,000 subscribers organically. You will know how to use them, why they work, and how to combine them in a way that gives you predictable, consistent growth. But more importantly, you'll understand the system behind it, the simple process that turns random content into strategic content that attracts real people who actually want to stay. This video isn't just information, it's a blueprint. And just to prove how practical this is, I will walk you through the same steps I used, the mistakes I made, the adjustments I applied, and the tools that made everything 10 times easier. Before we go deeper, let's start with the biggest misconception. Most new creators think they need more content, but what they really need is more clarity, because without clarity, you're not creating for an audience, you're creating for the algorithm, and the algorithm doesn't subscribe. People do. That's why the first step begins long before you even hit the record button. It begins with understanding your audience, and that's where one simple tool completely changed everything for me, the YouTube search bar. It sounds so basic, right? But the YouTube search bar is one of the most powerful free tools on the entire platform. Every suggestion you see there is based on real human interest. It tells you what people are searching for right now. So before creating any video, I would type my topic idea into the search bar and pay attention to the auto-complete suggestions. That alone helped me avoid videos nobody wanted and focus on videos people were already curious about. Because here's the truth. It's almost impossible to grow when you're pushing content people don't care about. But when your ideas already match real search demand, your channel starts picking up views from day one. But finding the right topics was only the beginning. I needed something deeper. I needed a way to understand why certain videos were performing well and why others weren't. And that's when I discovered one of the most underrated free tools for YouTube creators. The YouTube Analytics Audience Retention Graph. Once I started studying my retention graphs, everything changed. I could immediately see where viewers were dropping off, where I was losing their interest, and what parts of my videos were too slow or too complicated. And every time I fixed those mistakes, my retention improved. And when retention improved, YouTube pushed my videos to more people. That single tool helped me refine my storytelling, sharpen my intros, and eliminate the boring parts that were holding me back. Now you might be thinking, that's great, but how do you get people to click on your videos in the first place? Because without clicks, even the best video won't grow. That's where the next tool became a game changer for me. I started using Photopea, the overall best free design tool I've ever used for thumbnails. Photopea lets you design thumbnails with almost the same power as Photoshop, completely free, right in your browser. I used it to create high-contrast thumbnails, clean text layouts, and clear focal points. And the best part is, I didn't need to download anything or learn complicated software. With a few simple adjustments, bigger faces, clearer objects, stronger colors, and tighter framing, I doubled my click-through rate in just a few weeks, and nothing grows a channel faster than higher click-through rates combined with strong retention. Now that we've talked about thumbnails, let's talk about titles. Because a thumbnail may attract attention, but a title creates curiosity. For titles, I relied heavily on a simple but powerful research tool, Google Trends. Not many creators use it for YouTube, but it's incredibly effective. Google Trends helps you see whether interest in a topic is rising, falling, or stabilizing. And when you choose topics that are currently trending upward, YouTube naturally boosts you because you're aligning your videos with growing demand. Combine that with YouTube suggestions, and you suddenly have a content strategy that's based on real data instead of random guesses. But I wasn't done yet. I needed a tool that could help me plan, organize, and sequence my ideas to avoid posting chaotic content. Posting random videos is one of the main reasons new channels struggle, because viewers don't know what your channel is really about. So I used Notion, one of the simplest planning tools you can find. I created a content board where every idea had a place. I organized my topics into clusters and tracked which videos performed well, which needed improvement, and which led to new audience interest. This made my content journey more predictable and helped YouTube understand what niche my channel belonged to. And when YouTube understands your niche, it knows exactly who to recommend your videos to, which accelerates growth. Now that we've covered research, retention, thumbnails, titles, and planning, there's another tool that played a massive role in getting me to my first 1,000 subscribers. CapCut made editing easy, even when I wasn't using advanced software. Smooth cuts, simple transitions, clean text animations, and fast-paced edits made my videos more watchable. And when your videos are more watchable, YouTube rewards you with more impressions. And more impressions lead to more subscribers. I use CapCut for trimming silence, improving pacing, adding engaging captions, and creating quick hooks that immediately grab attention. And if you've ever seen our previous deep dive on audience retention secrets, you already know that fast engagement in the first 10 to 30 seconds is one of the most powerful ways to boost your performance. The editing style I developed came directly from using simple tools like CapCut to their full potential. But here's the part most people overlook. Growth doesn't come from tools alone. Growth comes from how you use them. And the biggest shift happened when I combined all these tools into a system. First, I researched topics through YouTube suggestions and Google Trends. Then I planned them inside Notion. After that, I created eye-catching thumbnails using Photopea, crafted curiosity-driven titles based on real insights, recorded high-value content, edited it cleanly with CapCut, and then studied the retention graph to improve the next video. When I followed this cycle consistently, the results started compounding. Every video became better than the last. Every thumbnail became more clickable. Every topic became more relevant. And every improvement, even the small ones, helped me move closer to that first 1,000 subscribers. Now here's something important. Most creators struggle not because they lack effort, but because they lack feedback. That's why the YouTube analytics tool called Traffic Sources became another essential part of my journey. It showed me exactly where my views were coming from. When I saw that 55% of my views came from search, I immediately doubled down on the search-based content. When I later saw browse features and suggested videos growing, I knew my retention. Thanks to CapCut and Photopea, this tool helped me understand what was working so I could repeat it. And once you can repeat success, growth becomes inevitable. But even with all these tools, there was one more ingredient that made everything click. Consistency of value, not consistency of uploads. Consistency of value. The videos didn't have to be daily. They just had to be good. Every video needed to solve a problem clearly, teach something useful, or give the viewer an immediate transformation. And because I used tools to ensure every video delivered value, my subscribers grew steadily, even on weeks when I uploaded less. Now that we've covered the research tools, the design tools, the editing tools, the planning tools, and the analytics tools, you might be wondering how long it took before I saw real momentum. And that's exactly what we're diving into next. The truth is, the moment I consistently applied this system, my channel went from silent to active. Views started stacking. Watch time increased. People began commenting, and subscribers started coming in daily. And by the time I hit 1,000 subscribers, I realized something powerful. Growth wasn't random anymore. Growth was a process. And just like in our previous guide where we broke down how creators can build authority using audience-focused content, this method follows the same principle. Understand your audience, deliver value, and use the right tools to amplify your impact.